Snort is basically an open source IDS and IPS tool for network related stuff. So that's why it's called an NIDS and NIPS. It's usually a tool that's placed between the router and device, so like between the internet and the device, which basically leaves it to be implemented on the firewall or on the switch. So yeah, Snort can do various stuff. It is very complex, so I'm just gonna scratch the surface with what Snort can do and the basic functionalities, which I found cool. Snort can basically monitor traffic in real time, analyze networks, have certain rules in place to allow or disallow traffic. It can also alert the type of traffic, detect the type of attacks happening on the network. And basically, how Snort works is it just watches for network traffic, and there are basically certain rules that you have set. And if those rules match the type of traffic that's coming in, it can then take action behind the traffic. So let's say if a person is trying to connect to your computer via SSH on port 22, um, and your Snort tool detects that, you can have the option to reject the traffic altogether and prevent it from entering your home network workspace.
Okay, so we're gonna be first opening our Ubuntu virtual machine. Here, we're gonna be first updating our Ubuntu machine just in case, and now we're gonna be installing Snort. Next step is to paste our local network subnet that we wanna monitor, and then we're gonna be turning on promiscuous mode for Snort so that it can actually start working. And now we're gonna be going into the configuration file. Okay, so in this configuration file, we're going to be pasting in the local IP subnet that we want to monitor. Now, next, we're going to be going into the rules file. Now, in this rules file, we're going to be setting up a bunch of rules on which if the traffic matches those rules, Snort is going to take action accordingly. Now, just for time's sake, I am going to cut it short, but there is a full in-depth explanation video I've made, which is going to be helpful for anyone using Snort for the first time. Here we're going to be setting up an alert, so we're going to be notified if someone has pinged us, and it's going to display ping detected as the message. We have just run the command, and we're going to be testing if the pinging works from a Kali machine. So we're going to be trying to pinging our Ubuntu machine from Kali machine. As you can see, we have gotten the ping detected message, which means the detection was successful. So now we're going to be trying to detect SSH. We've set up a rule to detect SSH, and we're going to be trying to SSH into our Ubuntu machine from our Kali's end. And as you can see, Snort has told us SSH has been detected, which means SSH detection was successful. Next, we're going to be turning Snort into an IPS. That means it's going to start preventing and rejecting traffic instead of just alerting us. Here we're going to be rejecting any SSH attempt that has been made, and we're going to reject that traffic. And here we're going to be running our command, and from our Kali's end we're going to try to SSH into our Ubuntu machine. As you can see, connection has been refused, and our Snort was able to prevent that traffic from entering our network workspace. We're going to try running it 2 more times, and the same thing has happened. Snort was successful in rejecting that traffic.
As you can see, it's 129, and it does say that it's 129. It has been rejected. We tried running it 3 times, trying to go to the 131 destination address, which is our Ubuntu machine. And yeah, this is John just once again scratching the surface. There's a lot that goes into it, and yeah, I just found that Snort was really cool, so I decided to share how to use it. I got really confused when I was first starting for starting Snort and how to use Snort. So hopefully this will be easier for everybody else.
And now I have made a in-depth video explanation on how to use it. I think it would be helpful for anybody who's first trying to use Snort. So if you want, you can check that out.